Hello, I'm Bex with Black Whisper Crafts, and I am just going to use my composition notebook here to make a new calendar. It will be starting in October. That's when I start my yearly calendar, is October. And I like to use a composition notebook. I just picked this up at the Dollar Tree for $1.25. It is purple, has 100 pages, and I like the wide ruled. But the first thing I do is start out by pulling some pages out. So I start from the middle, wherever the center of it is, and then I count out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pages. Then I will tear out 3. Tear 3 out, and then go all the way to the other side and just pull out the other 3 on this side, and I go through it 10 pages, then pull out 3, 10 pages, pull out 3. It doesn't really matter. Sometimes I do it differently, but that's how I did it this time. So I already have my pages all pulled out. I'm going to keep these. I will probably toffee dye them, which is tea and coffee, but I will set those aside. I don't need those anymore. And the next thing I do is get my little, there's a brand that I use. I get them on Amazon. There's 4 in a pack. Doesn't really matter to me, the grit. I just sand it down a little bit because I think that with that little bit of slickness gone, then whatever I glue down will stick better. That's just how I do it. Then this is what I end up with. I have pages pulled out, and I have this one sanded. I'm not going to sand this one yet until I figure out what I'm going to do on the back of it. Usually I leave the back pretty plain, but that's how I do it. And I am just going to take a black piece of cardstock. It doesn't really matter what kind it is. And I'm going to glue it right here, right up against that. So I'm going to put glue on this and lay this on top of it so it will be glued, and then we'll come back later and cut it out. But let's move these off the table right now. I may or may not get to the whole thing in this video. I don't want it to be too long. But this is just the very basic. I've been asked how I do my calendar and with my composition notebook, and this is how I do it. So let's get some glue. Just using the Cosmic Shimmer Specialist acrylic glue. I'm going to open this up. Make sure there are no pages there. And just some glue down. I'm not too fussy with it. I'm not a perfectionist at the gluing. Just get some glue down, and you can always just tuck some glue in later. Just going to turn it over, just give it a good smash down all to the edges. Not too fussed about this glue that's seeping out at all because it will all dry clear, and I'll just cut it off. It's a little crooked, but that's okay. I will put a piece of lace, glue a piece of lace over that. Adds a little bit of reinforcer, and it looks pretty. This is just the base, and I'm sure I will just do the same with the back, just sand the back and just put cardstock on the back. It might be printed, it might not, but let's just let this dry. And we'll come back and trim it down. Okay, it is all dry and ready to be trimmed down. And I went ahead and did my back cover, just sanded it down a bit, and went ahead and glued this on. I really like the bookcase. It's really cool looking. So I'm just going to cut around here. Just cut this piece to fit. There, that is trimmed down and ready to be covered. Let's get the back piece. Let's see if it's dry enough. Just don't want to get glue on my nice scissors. I think it's dry enough. There. Let's see what we have now. I like that. That looks really good. I can leave it like that, or I can cover it. I can glue things on top, whatever I want to do. And this piece is ready to go. I'm not going to glue the lace on until I decide what I want on my cover, but I am going to go around the edges. I can do this right now. Go around these edges. Just ink them up so I don't have that white showing. Probably could have done this before, just didn't remember to do it. There, that looks fine. And we'll do the back. Okay, I have my covers ready to go. I think it looks good. Leave my scissors open just in case there's any glue on it. So if it dries, it'll just be cut right off whenever I close the scissors. But there we go. I have my pages removed that need to be removed. And there's my back cover. I think that looks great for a starting point. And when I come back next time, I like to put pockets and things in it, and I may cover that. We'll just wait and see, but that is the very basics of what I do for my calendar. And thank you so much for joining me. I'm Bex with Black Whisper Crafts. Have a wonderful crafty day.